basic file types that we can use are Adobe Illustrator files or PDFs that include vector content. Using a single artboard in a CMYK format, as shown here, with a layer that has die line for your die line and artwork for your artwork. If your order has an additional process like white plate or varnish, then that layer needs to be included. Flattened files and images may need some setup in order to go through the system correctly. The color profile of a document can be an issue because if it is in RGB, some color shifting may occur when we switch it to CMYK. To avoid this, create your art in a CMYK color profile. Other colors you want to check are your Pantone colors and your swatches. Check to make sure the Pantone colors are set to spot, designated by the little mark in the corner, and as well, make sure that your color is named correctly. Spot colors that are not PMS colors or custom colors in our system are unregistered inks and could cause issues along the way. Settings for the die line are an object with a stroke that uses a spot color that you can create yourself called T-die line, set to spot color. It also needs to be set to overprint in the attributes panel. It should be on its own layer called die line, and to double check the size, you can use the info panel to check the width and height, or use the information above. Be sure to include bleeds in your art at 1/16 an inch or 0.0625, as well as an inset area of 1/16 of an inch for 0.0625 that all critical artwork or graphic elements should sit inside of. This ensures that nothing will get cut off. For label sets or front and back options, place your art on a provided die line or ask if we can place the art for you. You can review images in your file using the links palette. Images within a file need 3 specific things to print correctly. The first is they need to be embedded by highlighting and then pressing embed. Second, they need to be in a CMYK color space, or some color shifting could occur. You can review the color shifting by going back and forth between RGB and CMYK color profiles. Lastly, the embedded image needs to have a resolution of 300 ppi or greater to ensure a quality print. Unoutlined fonts can cause issues if we do not have them available in our system. To find fonts that are not outlined, enter wireframe mode by pressing Ctrl-Y for Windows or Command-Y for Mac. You can see the unoutlined fonts in solid black. Here you can see the outlined fonts on the left and the unoutlined fonts on the right. To outline your fonts, select the text and press Ctrl-Shift-O for Windows or Command-Shift-O for Mac. This will turn the font into an object instead of live text and will more easily go through the system. To get your order through the system as efficiently and accurately as possible, we use technical swatches for certain elements. So T at the beginning of the element name means technical. For your die line, use T-die line. For your white plate, use T-white, and varnish, T-varnish, and so forth. With these items set to spot and on their own layer, it will be easier to distinguish these items from the rest of the art.